And here's a headline I think we should all take to heart. The headline, as written, Jim Jordan is a traitor. I concur. Democrat blasts Trump ally for text message urging Pence to reject Biden votes. Now, we talked about this in at least some small detail yesterday on the big show. And I thought to myself, well, Jim Jordan admitted that Jim Jordan's text to Meadows, the chief's chief, the chief of staff to the president of the United States, basically encourages him to not peacefully turn over power, to overturn the electoral count of the United States, the coup d'etat. That's what's being encouraged. And he's acknowledged that this indeed was a text message he sent. Jim Jordan has acknowledged.
Did he follow it up with, "Don't worry, I'll look the other way"?
Jim Jordan allegedly looked the other way quite a bit in the Ohio State locker rooms as sexual abuse was going on to the athletes. But that's a different story for a different day. I'm sure he strongly denied those stories, at least publicly. But here is what's being said about him. A Democratic lawmaker ripped into Trump ally Jim Jordan on Wednesday night after it was revealed the Ohio Republican forwarded a text message to White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows urging VP Mike Pence to reject some electoral college votes on January 6th. Only enough to overturn the outcome of the election. Just a few. Ruben Gallego, Democrat from Arizona, said this on Lawrence O'Donnell's show last night. I feel like Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca right now. Absolutely not surprised. Look, Jim Jordan is a traitor. He's a traitor to the Constitution of the United States. He has been a traitor to the Constitution of the United States for quite a while. And now we actually have it in text. Gallego added that no one should be surprised given that Jordan was among those who had made up lies on the House floor on January 6th about fraudulent votes in states, including Arizona. Here's a quote. How is anybody surprised by any of this, he said. Gallego said. My biggest issue isn't Jim Jordan. My issue is the fact that there are a lot of people who are not taking this seriously. The fact that there is a slow-moving coup that is happening right now all over the country, led by Jim Jordan's and other people. Gallego said that instead of storming the Capitol, Trump supporters are now focused on capturing seats that could allow them to overturn a future election. The coup is ongoing. The traitors are still there, and they're going to continue to destroy our Constitution every opportunity they have. So that's what Ruben Gallego, congressman from Arizona, had to say. And, just because Jim Jordan's a little traitorous, make a big deal out of that, just a little traitorous behavior. And yesterday I talked about the fact, the big lie, the lie of the year, PolitiFact's lie of the year. They only declare one lie a year, and it's the denial of the January 6th. And I look at the fact that Jim Jordan went on, I'm not sure if it was national TV, but basically came out yesterday, at least through a statement, and acknowledged sending an insurrectionist text to the chief of staff of the former president as they were trying to violently overturn the electoral outcome of our last election. CNN's got a little piece, and I want to just read sort of the conclusion of the CNN's piece. The CNN piece, what they say here? How the January 6th committee finally exposed Trump's empire of lies. Stephen Collinson writes at CNN, I want to bring just the conclusion forward. Trump's Orwellian method. Trump's enablers have reacted to the disclosures of recent days by adopting the signature move of their leader, spinning a false reality to excuse his behavior and mislead his supporters about what really happened. Meadows, for instance, appeared on Hannity's show on Monday and concocted a story that contradicts reports that the former president had cooled his heels and watched on TV as his writing supporters marauded through the Capitol. Here's what Meadows claimed happened. At the end of the day, they're going to find that not only did the president act, but he acted quickly. It was 187 minutes. No, he didn't. That's just a lie, right? The former chief of staff has since been cited for criminal contempt by the House for refusing a subpoena to testify to the committee. His tactic was familiar from previous Trump scandals as he pivoted away from the truth to create a more palatable tale for the Trump supporters that absolved the ex-president of culpability.